Shazazz Creations, your one-stop shop when it comes to customization. Totes, tees, tumblers, hats, and more. Looking for a customized gift idea for a graduation, birthday party, baby shower, or just a unique creation of your own? Check out Shazazz Creations as seen here on Whitney D TV. Female, black owned. Use my promo in the description box down below and let her know Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you. Thank you. Bye.
Come on in, people. It's time for the plug. So y'all know I got a word. If you don't know, you're gonna find out in a few minutes. My name is Britannia, and I am the plug. I'm the plug. I am the plug. My name is Britannia, and I am the plug. I am the plug.
Hey guys, hi Gems. Welcome. Guys, I am very excited, honey. The party is coming. Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome to the house of the princess. I'm 50% righteous, 50% ratchet.
My name came up a lot of sounds. More when I was not
for joining
around.
us.
Certain people that I know.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back.
You take the blue pill.
The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe.
You take the red pill.
You stay in Wonderland.
And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
All I'm offering is the truth.
The choice is yours.
Welcome to the gold mine.
What's up, Jewel Gang? So I would like to address this white woman who goes by the name of Nikki Marie on Facebook. Her page is private, but her DMs are wide open. You see, this scarecrow thought it'd be a good idea to slide in a black woman's DM, bully and harass her over having a small disability. Pause and read. Pause and read. Pause and read. You see, this beautiful black woman you decided to harass for having a small disability, when being compared to you is walking art. Black women are literally walking Picassos, which is why snow roaches like you envy us so much. You look like the cashier at HEB that has to call the manager every 5 seconds because you're too stupid to work the register. You look like splattered bird shit dried up on the side of someone's car. You couldn't match her beauty if she gave you an audio booklet with a step-by-step description on how to do so. And between me and you, I'm the bigger boo. Sit your ass down.
Just wanna hold it, don't wanna swim it over. It feels like you got it, you want your roller coaster. Don't ask me about my freedom, don't ask me about my wisdom. You want it, you need it, but why?
What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness Gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
Today I saw a ladybug, and it's so crazy because Whitney used to always call me Ladybug, and we used to have thousands of ladybugs in Virginia. Come summertime, we used to open up all the windows, and thousands of ladybugs would just come into the house. They would fly into the house, and it would just be the most beautiful thing ever. And I saw a ladybug today, and it made me think of Whitney. That's so crazy. It really made me think of Whitney.
Hey, y'all. Okay, so welcome back. And I had to play that trigger warning because I am going to be mentioning as real. But not for nothing, before we start, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat, because without you guys, I wouldn't have what I have now. So I appreciate you guys so very much. Hey. Now, is it Jillian? Is that right? Gillian. Hey, Nikki. Hey, BJ. Hey, Atmis. Hey, Jean Bean. Hey, Nene. Hey, you guys. Welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in with me on this evening. I'm aware that Atmis already went over these transcripts. However, I wanted to read them on my behalf, on my part, so you guys can have all the transcripts over here to where you won't have to continuously bounce around, okay? And not for nothing, you guys, I'm in the process of getting the other days of the transcript, okay, you guys? So it's going to be pretty interesting, the things that we find to talk about, okay? Not for nothing, hello, you guys, and welcome if you guys are new. Oh, hey, honey bunches, hey. BJ said, I am pretty new to your channel and absolutely love your content. Thank you, BJ. Thank you so very much. Welcome. Like I say, if you've been here, and even if you're not, you'll slowly get to know my heart. And my heart all around this, just to be transparent and clear with you guys, I am a survivor myself. I am a product of domestic sexual abuse, okay? And so this is very personal to me. Aside from the personal relationships that I have with people involved with everything going on with the R. Kelly case, myself personally, I'm a product of it. So I tend to get a little sensitive with the likes of this topic. However, I am a voice for those that are voiceless, and I just refuse to use my platform as anything different. Sometimes, my words can get misconstrued, but not for nothing, I don't really care for what people think about my words. Just what do you think about my heart? You know what I'm saying? And you can base my heart off my actions. You know what I'm saying? But not for nothing, you guys, enough of that. The reason why I give you guys that precursor in regards to Asriel is because I was able to get on to her live on today, where she was talking about her business. Yes, you guys, Asriel has her own skincare product line, and I couldn't be more proud of her. I'm in the process of working with her and being a brand ambassador. As you guys may or may not be aware, I've been brand ambassadors for the likes of a few different people. And that's what you see before you come in. That's why I play all those commercials. And I know it gets on people's nerves. I don't care. I am a brand ambassador and a brand affiliate for those businesses, as well as I am sporting my own business. I do intros, outros. And so I put that all at the beginning so you guys can support them as well. So she's in the process of creating me a discount, so you guys will be able to indulge on her products. And she did a live on today in regards to her products, and I was able to market while in the chat. I am a mod on her channel. So it was very cool to be able to share that with you guys. And some of you guys came on over. So when I tell you, I myself can't really say that I've got any of the products just yet. I'm waiting on this bag booger right here, this strawberry oil to come on and get restocked, so I can actually purchase all the products, so I can be able to actually talk about all of them and not just, you know, pick and choose which one. If you guys aren't aware, I started out doing reviews on this channel, and then I just kind of went on. So I'm excited, to say the least, in regards to being a brand affiliate for her product line. I'm so excited about that. Okay, so without further ado, yes, Nikki, she went live earlier. It was the most recent video. So yeah. Thank you, BJ. And I actually did a documentary. It's out. It's on my channel. It's called When Time Stopped. Myself, along with 3 other brave souls, we tell our stories. I actually got a male who actually speaks about because of his sexual abuse, it thrust him into the homosexual lifestyle. And, you know, by the grace of God, he got delivered out of it. And now he is married with children, and, you know, and that was his past. So that was pretty cool to be able to experience that, you know. So this is not just something I talk about. This is something I live. And for the most part, that's the only things that I tend to talk about are things that I've actually experienced. But not for nothing, you guys, we're going to wrap up these transcripts. This particular day 7, we're going to wrap up, okay? And then I'm going to be bouncing in and out of old transcripts that I noticed that I didn't read because it was on another channel. I'm going to go back through all of those while I wait on the other days, okay? So not for nothing, we're going to finish up day 7. We're like 15 days in this thing. They're actually going to start back trials on tomorrow. I'm excited to see who is going to be in court. We don't know just yet. Hey, Lemmy. So, you know, I'm excited to hear about that. Now, I've been hearing all kind of different little rumors about who's going to be in court. You know, I'm just excited, to say the least, that who could be there. You know, like, let's go ahead and get this trial running, okay? But we're actually on the testimony of Stephanie. Just to give you guys a rundown before we get into it, Stephanie is the young lady that actually was not trying to seek after R. Kelly initially. She was interested in her friend Catherine getting an audition with him because she thought she could sing, right? Not for nothing. He swindled her into, you know, connecting with him, only to audition Catherine and say she couldn't sing. And from there, the relationship transpired. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, okay? This is not facts. This is not Bible. I don't know why they got her on this stand. That's just me. If for prosecution's sake, I don't know why. Yes, sir. Hold on, you guys. 1 second. Did it hurt? Y'all, my baby lost a tooth. Good job, Demi Dim. Y'all gotta send her $1 for her tooth. Not for nothing. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I can tend to be TMI, but over here we're family, like, for real. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know why they got this woman on the stand. She claims she didn't get abused by him. She was 17 when they had sex. And they did it in Chicago. So, I mean, the only thing that probably is kind of like they can probably get him for in regards to her is because he recorded her, and it wasn't with her consent. But this witness is really kind of just like extra. But I'm thinking, from what the comments and everybody was saying, well, Whitney is to show his routine, how he does stuff the same, which I get that. And just to kind of close out my last video with Yo-Yo, people were all in comments, this proves nothing. Her daughter was of age. Well, the reason why I did the video, you guys, in regards to Yo-Yo, is to show that people in the industry was aware of his behavior. That's what I was doing that video for. It had nothing to do with Yo-Yo's daughter being of age. It's just like this Negro just had balls. Well, we know he got balls and he likes everybody to lick on him. But anyways, he just had cojones enough to sit up here and pass it out and then to the likes of Yo-Yo's daughter not knowing, just weird. So that's what that video was about for people in the back. Like, well, this proves nothing. It proves that this man has a routine and how he does stuff, and so much so he doesn't even scan the room. If he likes something, he tries to go and get it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you guys got to say before we start into everything. And the products look dope, y'all. I'm not just saying that, they did. Yeah, you're going to have to go back. Jean said, I was wondering if Joy was going to be there. Well, what I'm hearing, that's a rumor, which this is alleged. This is not Bible, y'all. Rumor has it that they're trying to put her on a stand, but her dad is trying to contest that because she will perjure herself. She will perjure herself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I think she would get chewed up by prosecution. That's just my opinion. Hey, Keely. The Tooth Fairy will be visiting us tonight. Absolutely. Great job. The Tooth Fairy is coming tonight. Right? How old was she when they slept together again? 17. Yeah, she was 17. So in the state of Chicago, that's consensual. So, she was legal. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what the hell? But like I said, prosecution is about really providing a lot of character witnesses and showing his character, showing his behavior, showing his routine, showing the people involved. And it's building up because people are just like, no, it's building up. Y'all got to understand. And this lawyer, I kind of want to play this video again. But this lawyer broke it down real good. He was a prosecution attorney himself. And he was just stating that locally, the authorities here, they arrest you and then they get evidence. Well, the feds, they get all the evidence first. It don't matter how long it takes, and then they come after you. That's why they have a 90% conviction rate. So everybody's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. Nini said, it is so good to hear you back in good spirits. To God be the glory. Thank you. For real, though, the prayers of the righteous availeth much. And I got a lot of people salty because I'm back. Because y'all are fully aware that, all the stuff that I'm going through. Well, I'm here to show you that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So, and greater is he that is in me than he that is in his world. By the grace and strength of God, I'm able to sit here before you guys. It's very hard. Don't get me wrong. But I have to keep going. Because if not, I will get taken out. Because the enemy has been messing with my mind in a lot of ways. But no weapon. So for those naysayers that are saying, she's not really hurt. She's not really going through anything. Yeah, I am. But I'm here to show you guys that sorry, and unfortunately, life does go on. And you have to move forward, and you got to show people that you can get through hard times. So if that offends somebody, to hell with you. And I mean that. Nikki, maybe he gave her herpes. We haven't even heard that. Right. He definitely has a routine. He does. So much so that he doesn't even cover his tracks. Right. Because he feels invincible. He feels invincible. Everyone knew about him. No one cared because it didn't affect them. I think that's one reason I feel so guilty personally. I do too. And I shared that with you guys the other day that, I was a huge supporter of R. Kelly. I played his music. I heard what was going on. I literally saw the video. I literally saw that VHS that was floating around. But I still kept going. My favorite CD was TP2.com, baby. What? Hit it hard from the... Yeah. Mm-hmm. But eventually, when you know better, you do better. And then I start actually getting more spiritual than anything. And I start noticing, I start reading how Satan is a prince of the air. And you got to be careful of what you put in your spirit, what you listen to, what you see. Hey, miss me with that bull partner. I thought she traveled to Florida or somewhere else to see him. She did, but their first sexual experience was when she was 17, and it was at the studio. Even when I was young and I heard about the video, I listened to his music growing up. Step in the Name of Love, TP2, etc. I was a fan and am disgusted by that fact. Me too. Me too. But when you know better, you do better, you know? Yes, I just subscribed. I was hoping you were okay after last night. Yeah, y'all. Let me just break this down. And I know we're just talking because actually, you guys, we only got 18 more pages left, like for real. So this live is going to be rather short. And if those that feel like I'm long-winded, just whenever you play it back, fast forward all this if you just are so appalled by me talking on my own damn channel. I just want to let you guys know what has been transpiring in my life, just to be transparent and be quick with it. Last week, I got a call by a friend that I've been knowing for over 15 years. I'm 30-some years old. We've been knowing each other since high school. Her older brother died of gun violence when she was younger, right? Then her younger baby brother, for whatever reason, we still don't know. We still didn't get the autopsy yet. He was found face down or whatever in his apartment. And I knew him. He passed. Days later, my brother, my husband's best friend, if you guys watched their podcast, 3 Shots In, he was a center dude. And he was a big brother to me. I got tons of videos with him and all this stuff. He was in the hospital, had a panic attack, had a heart attack, and died. And he was such a presence in all of our lives. And so I was dealing with that. Then I got that call last night for you guys that were present on the live where my mom was calling hysterical. And she was just crying, and I didn't know what she was talking about, what she was doing. And she turns the camera. My brother, my second eldest brother, is laid out on the floor, okay? And he's in a seizure. Mind you, my daughter, if you guys know, she would have them. And I, mind you, grieving through my close family friend, and on top of my brother, seeing him, like it was just too much. Then on top of that, I have these silly people on YouTube creating all these the whole channel content about me. And it's like, child, you know what I'm saying? And so you never know what a person is going through. And thank God I'm strong in who I am, and I'm strong in faith to withstand things, because don't nobody know me. Y'all don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm such an open person. And if you have a problem with anything that I convey, you can call me up, or you can email me up, or you can slide in my DMs and we can have a conversation. I'm not untouchable. You know what I'm saying? I'm such a genuine person. You know, and I can't do anything for something that I don't know that I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is that all of that going on in my mind, all that going on in me, and it was overwhelming. And at first I was going to shut down, but by grace of God, God sent me individuals in my life to speak into my spirit, speaking to me, to, you know what I'm saying, and encourage me. And so here I am, you know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative. And if that gets on people's nerve, or if that bothers some people, great, because I shouldn't be that important. You know, I should not be that important for nobody. I don't put money in nobody's pocket. I can't do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? I should not be that important. And fortunately, there's nobody that important to me on these YouTube streets to where I talk about them. You guys can go through any of my content and find anybody that I'm specifically talking about in a damaging way, because that's not my heart. That's not my spirit. That's not my energy. If I offend somebody, I'm the type that you can be like, hey, Whitney, that hurt my feelings. I'm sorry. 9 times out of 10, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. I am back. Thank you guys for your support. I'm still going through everything. I'm still grieving. But though the enemy slay me, yet would I trust the Lord. So no weapon. And you can test my spirituality if you want to. But baby, I don't care, because God know who I am, and the prayers of the righteous availeth much. So I owe nobody no explanation. So yeah, it is what it is. Freebird said, I was young too and heard about that video. They swept it under the rug like it was nothing, mainly because her parents didn't want to talk about it. Yup. Hey, Wes, I'm studying, but I'm in the bushes. Hey, everybody. Hey. I don't wish that on nobody. My niece gets them. Yeah, my daughter was getting them, but we came to find out they were febrile seizures. Thank God. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's better than her getting chronic seizures, you know? My neighbors were born and raised in Chicago, and she said they knew all about R. Kelly and what he was doing. Her mom wouldn't let her go to that R&R McDonald's. Wow. And that's on period. And that's on that. Watch, that's on. I'm gonna have a video about that too, baby. Please. Like my mama tell me, you can't please everybody, and I'm not here to please nobody. I'm here to love on those that love me, and whoever else don't, kick rocks. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and read these transcripts. I'm going to wrap these transcripts up so we can get into some other things. Okay. All right, you guys, let's go. Let's get it. Let me see. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, where did we leave off at 1693 or something like that? I think we left off at like 1693. Can somebody confirm that for me? Yep, we did. We did. There you go right there. All right, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Sidebar conference. The following occurred at sidebar. The judge. I could be wrong, but it says it. Wait a minute. Let me make sure that you guys can see this. Okay. Let me make it a little bit for you guys. Oh, Nina, you said you thought it was 1690? 1690. Okay, let me go back. I thought I stopped at the sidebar. Yeah, I kept going, Nini. Look at the, okay, would it help refresh your memory? Yeah. I kept going because I wanted to end it good. So yeah, we stopped on page 1693. I just went back to my notes. Okay, let me expand this. And if you guys see down here, we're on page 226 and it's 244. We have like roughly like 18 pages. That's why it was a long talk up front, okay? Hey, Philly. What you talking about, Philly? You did. What you talking about, honey bunches? I kept going? Or is that what you're saying, Philly?
One moment.
Oh, Lord. Siri, girl, we ain't worrying about you, child. Hey, Philly. Weather soon. Hey, honey bunches. Welcome. All right, I'm finna get to it, y'all. So I'm gonna be looking at the comments on my phone. So I'm just probably gonna respond to your comments. I'm not gonna post them. Okay, loves. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. And while you guys are, let's go ahead and share this live if you guys don't mind. Hey, the page you left off. Oh, okay. All right. So Philly, was it? Well, am I on the right page? I could have sworn that this was it, babe. Just confirm for me, love. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start because we're behind already. The following occurred at sidebar. The judge. I could be wrong, but it says it in the report. Miss Becker. Well, I know, but I'm just trying to tell you. I will move on. Yes, thank you, Judge. The judge. All right. Okay, so I'm right, Philly. Okay, babe. End of sidebar conference. Let's continue. In open court, the judge. The next question. Thank you, Judge. Thank you. Stephanie, you talked about the fact that you know that Mr. Kelly videotaped you a couple of times. Fair to say? Yes. All right. And ultimately, you knew that because you could see the recording was on. Is that fair to say? Oh, I think I know where she's going with this. Because it's one thing to get secretly recorded. However, if you see it, and you don't say anything, it's kind of like you low-key consent. I could be wrong, y'all, but I think that's why she's asking that. Like, could you see it? Yes. And you were not too happy that he was recording you. Is that correct? Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I said something wrong earlier today. So it and this text just came in. So it's not 17 of consent, y'all. It's legal age under 17. I'm under 18 federally. It's a school age, meaning you can date someone 21 if you're 16, because you can be in school together. So that's what that was about. Yes, Bobo. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Those that are coming in, we're talking about Stephanie still, which, like I was saying, I don't think she should be on the stand. It's like, what's the point? But I got proof, and somebody just texted me and told me no, that it wasn't consensual either. But I thought, look, y'all do y'all research, and if you let me know, please put it in the chat. And you were not too happy that he was videoing you. Is that correct? Correct. That wasn't something that you were interested in. Is that correct? Correct. Even though you didn't like it after the first time you did it again. Correct? Correct. And then after the school time, you did it again. Correct? No. I'm not sure if there was more than 2 tapes made. That's interesting. Hold on, y'all, one sec. Sorry, y'all. I had to give me a drink. Y'all, I'm just sorry. Okay, and you're not sure because you never saw the tapes, correct? That's right. I mean, that's correct, Lord. And you were concerned that there might be some tapes out there of you, correct? Yes. And because of that, you discussed the possibilities of suing Mr. Kelly, correct? No, that's not correct. So the fact that there were videos out there and you didn't know if any of them were with you, you didn't do anything about that? I didn't know what to do about it. You didn't know that you could call a lawyer. Objection, Ms. Shahada. The judge. Sustain. So you didn't do anything about the videos, correct? Correct. Besides what I already testified to and what speaking with him and asking him to destroy them. Got it. I think if I remember correctly, when you had that conversation, he had asked you, or you had spoke that you were going to come to the studio and maybe do it together. Is that what you said? That's not exactly what I said. Okay. What was supposed to happen in that phone call? I believe you said it was the last phone call you had with him. He said that might be a possibility. And for me to come to the studio, but I knew him at that point and knew that he had no intentions of destroying the tapes. And you knew him at that point, you said, right? I know he didn't have any intention of destroying the tapes. That was your impression then, or your impression now, then and now. So you didn't want to try to go to the studio and maybe the tapes were there and you could destroy them. No, I didn't want to be around him anymore. You wouldn't do whatever you had to do to get those videos, Ms. Shahada. Objection. The judge. Sustain as to form. The videos. That was sort of the straw that broke the camel's back. Is that fair to say? No. The last conversation you had with Mr. Kelly, that was about the videos, correct? Correct. And he offered for you to come to the studio to discuss and or get rid of the videos, correct? Correct. And that's when your relationship ended, correct? Correct. You testified about the fact that Mr. Kelly at some point gave you some money so that you could go shopping at the water tower, correct? Yes. In fact, I think you even said that Mr. Kelly dropped you off and he waited for you, correct? He dropped me off. I don't know that he waited for me. Okay. Well, when you were done, Mr. Kelly came and picked you up. Is that correct? Correct. Hi, Lori. Welcome to the channel. So, have you ever heard of any runners that worked? I should withdraw that. When you were at the studio, did you ever see anyone that would kind of do the errands and so forth for Mr. Kelly? Not specifically an errand person, no. Are you familiar with the term a runner? Not unless you're talking about someone who is jogging. Got it. Now, when you didn't have a car, I know you said you took some public transportation. Were there other times when somebody would come pick you up from your house that worked for Mr. Kelly? Yes. And that happened on more than one occasion, correct? I'm not sure. So the individual who came to pick you up, do you remember who that was? The guy, the bald guy that I saw a picture of earlier. And he only came and picked you up one time, at least once. So when you went to the water tower, you were saying it wasn't him or anybody else that drove you there, correct? I know that Mr. Kelly was in the car and Boo and Gotti were there. I don't remember who drove. Oh, Boo and Gotti were in the car as well. They were at the lunch. I'm not sure if they were in the car. You told us about a time that you had to give oral to Mr. Kelly in the back of a car, correct? Yes. And I believe you indicated that there was someone in the front seat. Is that true? Yes. And you didn't ask that person for help, correct? No. Did you have a cell phone with you? I don't recall. How about when you went to the water tower shopping? Did you have a cell phone with you? I don't recall. So were there times where you just would go out and not bring your cell phone with you? I don't remember if I had a cell phone at that time yet. So every time that you would communicate with Mr. Kelly, it would be from your house phone. I don't recall. With regards to oral in the back seat, if I recall correctly, the words that you used is you felt ashamed. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. That was like belittling. Is that fair to say? For him to do that while people were around. Yes. Yet, you went to Orlando for a long weekend to see him after that. Correct? Correct. In fact, you went to Orlando, I think you said, with Catherine, correct? Yes. And Catherine, she wasn't there to sing for Mr. Kelly, was she? No. She was actually dating Blackie, the individual that they showed you. The government showed you in one of those pictures, correct? Dang. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Well, well, well. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Let me run that back. Golly. She was actually dating Blackie, the individual that they showed you. The government had showed you in one of those pictures, correct? Correct. So you went down to Orlando. She came with you, and Blackie was down there as well. Correct? I believe so, yes. You indicated that you sat at the home there for, was it days before you saw Mr. Kelly? Correct. How about Blackie? Do you remember when he came by? I don't honestly remember. Okay. It's possible. You just don't remember. Yes. Okay, fair enough. There is public transportation in Orlando too, correct? I have no idea. Okay. Because you didn't try to call anyone to get you to go to the grocery or go to the mall. True? No, I did not. There is phones in that house, correct? I don't know. Never looked for a phone? I don't recall whether or not I looked for a phone. You never thought maybe you would call your parents or call someone to help you get out of the house? No. So my understanding is a long weekend. Does that mean Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? What is a long weekend? Do you remember? I don't remember exactly which days they were. God, girl. But according to you, you didn't see Mr. Kelly until the last day, correct? Correct. You had to wait for him again. Yes. And you decided to wait for him. I didn't have a choice. I was in a house that I didn't know, in a place that I didn't know, and no one there to help me, so I waited. Stephanie, did you have a choice when you got on the plane to go down to Orlando? No. Did you have a choice when you got off the plane and went to Mr. Kelly's like an R&B, a B&B home? Did you have a choice to do that? Yes. Sorry, Judge. Can I just have a moment, please? The judge. Yes. Thank you, Judge. The judge. Do you have any more questions for this witness? Miss Becker. Just like to, Judge. The judge. Okay. Miss Becker, could I still? Yes, go ahead. Thank you. The videos that you were talking about, you were not able to supply any of that to the government, correct? No, they're not in my possession. Nor any pictures of you and Mr. Kelly together. You couldn't supply that. No, we didn't take pictures together. And so for the entire 6 to 8 months, you guys were together, never took a picture. Correct. Never went out in public other than that Houston's you indicated? No, that's not true. We did go to places together. And you consented to having sexual relations with him every time, correct? Yes. Thank you. I don't have any additional questions, Judge. Thank you. The judge. Any redirect? Ms. Shahada. Very briefly, the judge. Okay. Redirect examination by Ms. Shahada. On cross-examination, you were asked some questions about that first time or the time you went from where you were working at the hotel as a barista to the Nike store when you heard that the defendant was there. Do you recall those questions? I do. You were asked questions about how Catherine didn't go with you or you didn't call Catherine. Do you recall those questions? I do. The hotel where you worked, how close was it to the Nike store? About 50 meters away. So right there, right around the corner. And did Catherine work nearby? No, she did not. Now, you were also asked some questions about the last phone call you had with the defendant about destroying, asking him to get rid of the videotapes. Do you recall those questions? I do. Was that phone call the first time you had talked to the defendant about wanting to either get those videotapes or destroy them? No, that was not the first time. And how many times had you talked to him about that before that phone call? Twice before. And were those times in person? Yes. And did the defendant destroy the tapes when you asked him those times? No, he did not. Did he give them back to you? No, he did not. Did you conclude from that going over there would make no difference whatsoever? Yes, I did. You were also asked some questions about the incident in the car where the defendant told you to give him oral sex with people in the front seat. Do you remember those questions? I do. The people in the front seat, who did they work for? They worked for Mr. Kelly. Now, before today, have you ever spoken publicly about your experience with the defendant? No, I have never done that. Sitting here today, do you ever intend to do so again other than in this courtroom? No. You were asked some questions about having a lawyer represent you. Why did you get a lawyer? Because I wanted to understand my rights and what I needed to do for this case. What do you mean by that? Just my responsibilities as it came to this case. You were asked a question about you or your lawyer contacting the government about what happened to you. Is that right? Yes. before you hired a lawyer or got a lawyer? Did you know how to get in touch with the government? Not at all. You were asked some questions about certain details of things that happened in 1999 on cross-examination. Yes. Do you have a perfect memory of everything that occurred with the defendant in 1999? Not 100%. Perfect. Clear memory? No. Are there certain things that stick out in your mind? Absolutely. Certain things that you'll never forget? Absolutely. Ms. Becker, objection. Leading. The judge. Overruled. Why won't you ever forget those things? Because that was the lowest time of my life. I've never been treated like that before or since. He humiliated me. He degraded me. He scared me. I'll never forget the way he treated me. Nothing further. The judge. Any recross? Ms. Becker, thank you. Just briefly, Stephanie, do you need a moment? The judge, well, your microphone is not working. I'll take care of anybody needing a moment. Thank you, Judge. Stephanie, the first time you guys had some sexual relations, you indicated you were 17, correct? Yes. Did you call 911? Why would I do that? You indicated that you didn't. Strike that. You indicated that indirect, you were asked a question about whether or not you spoke publicly before, and you said you never have. Correct? Correct. Meanwhile, you've seen person after person after person on TV or social media talking about what they claimed happened. Correct? Ms. Shahada, objection. The judge, have you seen any, I don't know about the person after person business, but have you seen anything on social media or television about it? I purposely did not watch any videos or shows in regards to the abuse that he inflicted on other people because I didn't want to remember what happened to me. The judge, any more questions? Ms. Becker, thank you, Judge. Just lastly, now, you indicated that you had a lawyer because you didn't know how to contact the government, correct? I contacted a lawyer because I wanted to understand my rights. And I wanted the lawyer to help me to get to the right people in order to let them know what happened to me. Did you not want to understand your rights back when this occurred? Objection, Ms. Shahada. The judge, sustain. You waited all of this time before you wanted to find out about your rights? Objection by Ms. Shahada. The judge, sustain. Ms. Becker, thank you. I don't have any additional questions. Thank you, Judge. Ms. Shahada, nothing further. The judge. Okay. Thank you so much. You can step down. Thank you, Your Honor. Whereupon the witness was excused. The judge. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for going just a few minutes late, but I thought it was important to finish that witness. I'm going to excuse you for the evening. Please don't talk about the case. Don't read anything about the case or any accounts having to do with it. But I have you. Have a good night. Wait, tomorrow. It's Friday, right? So it is going to be obviously a long weekend. I have lost all bearings here. So we won't meet tomorrow, but I will see you on Monday morning. And because we're going to be apart for all this time, and you won't hear me yammering or yammering on about what you are not supposed to do, I do want to take the time to list all of the things because they are important. Now, don't talk about the case with anyone at all, any way, shape, or form. Do not look anything up on the internet about the case. Don't watch or read any accounts about the case. Report to me or to any effort by any person to contact you to speak about the case or to influence you or another jury improperly. Now, have a great weekend. Stay healthy. I'll see you on Monday. The courtroom deputy. All rise. Jury exits courtroom. The judge. All right, everybody can sit down. I'm sorry. You're going to let them know who you are going to call next week, correct? Miss Gideon. Yes, Judge. Miss Shahada. Yes. The judge. And then I'm not asking for you for it, but you said that you had an additional motion in Lyman. Mr. Koenig. We'll work on it over the weekend, Your Honor. The judge, I see. So it will be a written motion, Mr. Koenig. Yes. The judge, great. I take it that it will relate to one of the witnesses, Ms. Gideon, on Monday. The judge, on Monday. Anything else that we need to discuss? Ms. Shahadi, yes. Just very briefly, in relation to the examination of the witness that just got off the stand, I believe Your Honor sustained on objection where she had responded talking about a phone call that she had to hear, she had to her friend, right? And I just wanted to make clear that the only there were two parts to her answer, and that she only part and that the only part that is in fact stricken is the part about what her friend said to her on the call. That's correct. That's correct. Just when the friends told her to get out of there, Ms. Shahada, thank you, Your Honor. The judge, yes. All right. Anything else? Mr. Mechanic, no, Your Honor. The judge, all right. See you on Monday, Mr. Mechanic. Have a good weekend. Whereupon the trial adjourned at 5:40 p.m. to resume Monday, August 30th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. Whew. All right, you guys. That is it for day 7 transcripts. All right. That is it, you guys. Let me come on here and let's talk, okay? Let's talk about it, all right? Let me scroll back. Whew. Let's talk about it. Me personally, again, like I said, I don't know why they got this girl, but I do understand why. They got her on here to show his pattern, repetition, and on sort. So I get it, but it's just kind of like, I mean, and y'all know I'm fair. Like I said, I'm not finna just be, it's just I just didn't get this particular witness, and those that did, please get in the comments and let me know, because I'm just kind of like perplexed as to why. But yeah, so let me get into the comments. Oh, well, we are past that part. People don't just have lawyers on speed dial or can afford them, right? she knew he would do something to her. Come on, I know that's how I feel. I feel like that's the reason why she was like, and to be honest with you, I mean, her behavior, well, her character is like this to me. Her character, like she stated, she was willing to do whatever it took for her friend to get an audition for him, and I felt like she was willing to do whatever it took to get those tapes too. And so when she noticed that she wasn't gonna be able to do anything to coerce him, she backed off. So, hey, Diva Time. Gillian, she was 17 years old. She probably didn't expect him to be a total freak. Yeah, you're naive at 17. That's why I can't understand why people are just so perplexed. Like these are 30-some year old women. You had grown women that were still falling subject to the his deceitful ways. You know. And G says she's lying about not knowing if she had a cell. Come on now, right? I know why. Are you explaining the actions to me like I'm okay with it? Everyone always wants to take the responsibility off R. Kelly. None of this happens without him. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why it irritates me when people be like, what about the parents? What about the people involved? You're absolutely right. However, we are trying to chop off the head before we get the arms, the legs, the toenails, the foot, the ankle. We're trying to chop that head off. Once you chop the head off a snake, the body and everything else will follow suit. Sorry, I just got to take me see what y'all talking about. Okay. And the video will be shown in court tomorrow. Yeah, the videos are, y'all, that's what I was trying to tell them. That's why she asked, did you turn this over to the government? Because guarantee you, people turn stuff over to the government. Don't think they were talking about it just to be talking about it. Those forensic authenticated videos for all of you naysayers, that part. Wait, Blackie was dating up young girls too? Did I miss something? Right. That, y'all, that was just so alarming. I said, wait, what? You heard it. You heard it. I'm just saying, y'all, please don't try to justify anything this man has done. He should have got help. Yep. Yep. See, that's why I don't see the point of her testimony either, Whitney D. And you know, I'm just saying, like I said, I didn't. But you know, I do. I think I would have just got some more people in position that, but I don't know. I guess they're trying to give a different perspective, and just like I said, to show his pattern, his routine of things. I get it, but I just, I don't know. I just felt like she was redundant. It was redundant. It didn't suffice to me. I don't know. He could have afforded to take a psychiatrist on the road with him. Yep. She proves the pattern. They are going to redirect her watch. Yep. I noticed that. Yeah, that's what I said. Lord have mercy. Right? Lord said, wow. Hey, Vera. She said, I mean, it sounds like R. Kelly lawyer is getting them to admit that they were underage, sleeping with him. That's just what I'm getting out of this. And to be honest with you, it's like his attorneys are kind of like, yeah, it happened, but you liked it. You know what I'm saying? It happened, but you kept going back. But it's like, nigga, you dumb. You supposed to prove that it didn't happen. Y'all are proving that it did happen, but you liked it. You know, weirdos. That's right, Vera. Please like and share. She said, I wonder, the people they aren't calling Jane Doe, but are witnesses, How did they find them? Well, you got to understand that these alleged victims went to the government. They went to them to tell their stories. They called them Jane Doe, John Doe to cover their identity up for trial. Now their trial is pursuing. It really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice, up until they testified, they concealed their identity. Us as people know the stories, and so we identified them, but they didn't reveal who they were. If you notice, nobody in they did not get revealed. We kind of revealed who they were, you know. And then I gave y'all a snippet in regards to Jane Doe number 5, which was Azriel, because I told y'all the reason why she went under the alias Azriel is because R. Kelly couldn't pronounce it Azriel, so he went and used Zell in short. Hey, honey. His lawyer is dumb for keep getting her to admit her age. That's dumb. Amber, I wouldn't either. I don't blame her. Trauma is painful and also stored in the body. I do pray for these victims, all of them, and anyone that has had trauma like this or any kind. G says, but how did they find them? Especially if she claims she never spoke to anyone. But remember, she went and got a lawyer. And the lawyer went in and got her and pointed her in the right direction. Remember, that's what they was just asking her. Why, what made you come out now? And why did you get a lawyer? So that's watching. And that's how, she found an attorney, and the attorney found the government to take care of this. I think when they watch those videos, they're all going to be traumatized. Shake my damn head. These people can't even talk about it years later. This sad. Yep. Okay, so I've heard Adams and Whitney read her testimony, and I couldn't tell you what she said. I can tell you basically, she said she didn't get abused. She said that all of the sex, quote unquote, to her was consensual. The only thing that she went through was humiliation by him, and having sex with him on video camera without her consent. That was pretty much it. That she didn't report it. Yeah, and she kept going back. That's pretty much a wrap up of her testimony. Nikki says his lawyers are honestly the worst defense lawyers I've seen. All they do is try to confuse the witnesses. They never come up and prove anything. Amber says perhaps that's karma, or they are trying to get a mistrial, or they be on the same payroll as the doctor. Speaking of mistrials, it's all alleged and hearsay, but they saying that's the reason why all that stuff happened with the likes of Tasha K, because with her doing what she did, they can get a mistrial. And you know what a mistrial is, they're gonna have to start all over again. Hearsay. Exactly. She didn't want to remember. Amber said, damn. You're welcome. You're welcome, Amber. Yeah, they could have gotten a better witness for sure. That's just me. Maybe I'm missing something. G said, wondering why they didn't pull phone records for this witness, even though she claims she doesn't remember if she had a phone. All teens remember when they had a phone and no selfies. Unless my timeline is wrong and it's too early in the game for selfies. I don't remember. Lori said crazy, ain't it? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She was scared he would do something to her when trying to get that tape, right? And plus, I thought she didn't want to be around him no more. She was only trying to come around again if she knew that she'd get those tapes. And clearly she discovered she couldn't. Bear says, so the feds got years of videos of him with underage girls. Sick. Yep. Over 100 devices, y'all. G, you think they are seeing the videos for the closing arguments? You know what? We just got to see. We just got to see. I think so. It's a buildup, if you ask me. I actually have a question. How did he have a wife and sleeping with all these girls unless she didn't want his ex-wife to take him to court for the mess? She had to know this was going on. Well, word on the street, and this is all alleged, that his wife she got subpoenaed. So we shall see. But yeah, I heard through the grapevine, allegedly, that his wife got subpoenaed. Sorry, y'all. I just have questions. Gee, you're fine, baby. You're fine with your questions, concerns, or comments over here. Ain't he married to Andre? Yep. She said she got abused too. Let me say, completely agree. It's the same thing they do to our word victims who don't fight back, right? It's so crazy because if a person drilling in your head, your family sold you, that they told him they can have them in his word. So why would Ass or anyone else tell their family if they couldn't trust them? Exactly. And that's what I be trying to tell people. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. And if you listen to a lot of the testimony, they didn't tell their parents. Okay. I mean, excuse me, y'all, I'm eating, but tell me a 17-year-old. And if you can tell me this and show me one, I'll show you a liar. Show me a 17-year-old that does something, come back to their parents. Mom, I lied to you. I've been having sex with 30-year-old men. They ain't no. I lied to my mom when I was 16 and I got pregnant. She never knew about that night until, that weekend, that day or whatever, until I got pregnant. You hear me? Until I got pregnant. I didn't tell my mama. And, child, please. I also feel like the defense is torturing him by not objecting to certain things. Well, I do want to explain this, that what y'all got to understand is the reason why they're letting a lot of stuff get by, or what you would think is stuff getting by, is because you got to understand, before they take stuff to court, the defense and prosecution sit down and then they negotiate. I know y'all be seeing them shows, right? Them court shows, like for real. They sit down with each other and they say, I got this on your client. So what we gonna do? Then they start negotiations. So a lot of stuff they're letting get by in exchange for other stuff that they might use for their client. I hope y'all know that. His ex-wife could have reported him. She absolutely could. As she was too light. She had to go home. He didn't hit the light ones. Pay attention. Ooh, good one. Didn't notice that. Yep, that's crazy. Philly said, I don't like R. Kelly, period. But I'm a parent first. I don't think I couldn't let my kids do anything without me. My daughter used to say, I can't do anything. I was worried about child traffic. So sad. Yes, ma'am. And that's awesome of you. You know, that's wonderful. And to be honest with you, but think about it though, Philly. You had John Doe, mother who got the number, arranged the audition. She went to the party with him, and R. Kelly still had the audacity to cause the balls to say, hey, I need to see you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, you had that situation, you know what I'm saying? And then you got some parents that are like you, Philly, you know. My mom was somewhat like that, but I lied good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I lied good to my mom. I wasn't a bad kid. My mom really didn't. I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really give my mom too much problems or whatever. I wasn't a latchkey kid. You know, we were middle class. I didn't want for anything. I was kind of low key spoiled. And so when it was things that I wanted to do, my mom would let me go. You know what I'm saying? And I took advantage of that because I was a kid. Yeah, I wanted to do what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was going to get pregnant. You know, when you're a kid, you feel invincible. I was 16. I didn't think that, child, I didn't even know the anatomy of a woman. I didn't even know how many hoes we had down there. Don't get me started. Jermaine said, they don't have to prove or disprove, if that's a word, anything. We have to understand the justice system a bit better, people. Can you explain it to us? Levy said, shoot, the doctor wasn't even getting paid. Laugh aloud, no payroll. The prosecution, the government has the burden of proof. Yes, thank you. They're the prosecutors. They're the one that are presenting the case. The defense just got to poke holes in it and make sure that becomes clear for the juries. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just sorry. The feds have a 90% conviction rate. I'm just saying. Freebird says, I don't believe she doesn't remember or not whether she had a phone. I had 2 in 7th grade. I'm 30 now. Well, I didn't have a phone. I was 18 when I got my first phone. I was 18. My mama at least didn't play that. I had a track phone. Remember the minutes? And I'm 34. I was born in 1987. I didn't get a phone until I was 18. You had to wait till 9 o'clock. I had to wait till 9 o'clock till I got the free minutes. Okay, baby. Y'all remember that? And you had that card. You had to buy. You had to call the number in. Come on now. Freebird said, I'm not buying that. She wanted to hang out with R. Kelly. No doubt, everyone did, but the extra stuff, no. Exactly. That's why I'm kind of getting at, and that's what the defense did their job. I'm sorry, the defense did their job on this one by showing that, for one, she allowed to come out her mouth. I mean, I was willing to do whatever it took for my friend. Then she kept showing up places without her friend. Of course, we know it was probably because R. Kelly didn't want that, but they also can say, well, maybe because she was booed up with her man, Blackie. You know, baby, this was a double date trying to sit kind of situation. You know, his attorneys aren't helping him right now, as it seems to me. Not really. I mean, but side note, you would do really good at reading children's stories. Oh, thank you, Freebird. And it's funny because I have people all in my comments and emails and saying that I should do ASMR, like the sound stuff. Like, because I do a lot of and and all that stuff with my mouth and how I can change my voice and stuff like that. But that children's books, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Amber, for the donation. Thank you guys for the cash out. I'm sorry I didn't even go through my whole spiel. I was trying to get into everything. I was already long-winded before, but yeah, if you guys want to support my channel, there's my cash app. I'm so sorry. Let me get back into these comments. But yeah, I never heard of that, but thank you for that. That's something to take into consideration. Thank you. And you know what else? These fathers were not involved. He went straight to the women. Shake my head. That says a lot. You know what? Wow. That's deep right there. That's deep. Because we really don't hear it too much. But I don't know. I don't know. Because if you think about it, the kids the kids will get the numbers. They would take it to the mamas. And let's talk about that for a second. Now, you know who you can get over on. I'm just saying. And you know to go to mama to have mama convince daddy. Come on, somebody, we're going to talk about it. My 6-year-old does that. My 6-year-old does that. She'll go to daddy after. She'll go to daddy and she know to go to daddy. You know what I'm saying? And if daddy say no, she'll come to mama. And then mama will be like, baby, let her have it. Let her go. Baby, come on. Oh, we're going to be real about it. Y'all know I'm realistic. Okay? I'm just saying. She said, do you think his kids will be called to court if they lived in the house? Are they potential witnesses? Well, I don't know if y'all remember. You can tell me if y'all remember. But do y'all remember when his daughter came out and was like, I know the monster that y'all talking about. I lived with him. I'm just going to leave that right there. Keely said some parents don't talk to their kids. Some parents still act like kids themselves, or sometimes it's hard to talk to your parents. And yep, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't have a relationship like that with my mom. She was the type that she didn't get talked to when she was younger. And that's the reason why we got to break generational curses, okay? Her mom didn't talk to her about sex and stuff like that. My mom didn't talk to me about sex. That's why after going through my childhood sexual abuse, my trauma, I got exposed to sex early. And so I didn't know what I was doing, but I didn't have nobody to tell me, Wade, you're valuable, Although you went through that, you're still, So it's not even that. I think some parents, you got to understand there's no manual. That's what I want people to understand. And that's the reason why I just can't really, I don't know. I just, as a parent, it's like I do some stuff that I would look and be viewed as a horrible parent. Like, prime example, I shared with you guys with my son, over the summer in the pool, his drowning situation. People know I don't play about my kids, but the one time I messed up, that could have been a horrible reflection upon my parenting. You know what I'm saying? But like I tell you, as a parent myself, I think about then whenever I was a child and the stuff that I would do. I was manipulative, low key. I knew to go to my dad. I was daddy's baby, But then I also knew to go to my mom for different stuff. Like, kids know how to play parents. And we either going to be realistic or we're not. I'm just saying, But was their parents involved? Oh, absolutely. We heard that in the likes of R. Kelly. I mean, not R. Kelly, but Aaliyah's situation. She, the articles was coming out. The mom was like, she never left my side. Well, clearly, baby, she left your side sometime when she got pregnant and got married. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. And then we do got some parents that in the eyes of others did some very tasteless and unclassy things. But at the end of the day, the responsibility solely lies on R. Kelly. That's period. That's period. Keely said, and I wonder too, some of these kids with these young girls probably don't have parents. Most of these underage victims more than likely came from single parent households. A lot of things can fly under the radar. Well, even with 2-part family homes, things can fly under the radar. We are not perfect parents. You point me out to one that's perfect and I'll show you're a liar. I mean, you're not going to find a perfect parent. If you do find one, then you're better than God. Are we going to talk about it? We're the children of God, and we are horrible to him. And he's our father. We are horrible. So you show me a perfect parent, and I show you a liar. And that's just period. Now, do I agree with every move every parent made? Hell no. But would you agree with every move that I make as a parent? You wouldn't. My daughter's ears aren't pierced. And people are like, why aren't her ears pierced? Well, that's my choice, but you may disagree with that. talk to my child about being a wife more than I would about being a doctor or lawyer. You may not agree with that. I don't let my kids do much of anything. You might not agree with that. So to each their own. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like you need to mow your lawn and water your grass before you try to, mow and water somebody else's grass, fertilize your own. You know what I'm saying? Y'all acting like Drea had free range around that house. She didn't. She didn't. Seems like they are calling folks who potentially saw something, right? Nissa, yeah. If the kids were in the house, as a previous witness said, right? Yeah, possible. She definitely giving me joy vibes lying on that damn stand. Philly. Yes, that's what my son had. And he too was born in 87. Yep. I had that phone, baby. Amber said, you bet, Miss Whitney. I wish it were more. To God be the glory. I love y'all. I remember that. Yep, I remember. Okay. Amber said, my mom co-signed my abusers. Woo, sick people. I have relatives that co-signed mine because it was their child. Are we going to talk about it? Y'all need to watch my documentary. I got a full documentary, and y'all will get a better understanding of your girl. You will get a better understanding of me. Let me post my let me post this in the chat for you guys. This is my documentary. Y'all go check it out when y'all get a chance. Okay? It's me sharing my story about childhood sexual abuse that I went through along with other people. And it's pretty good, y'all. It's heavy, but it's necessary, okay? We're about to get ready to wrap this up. I'm going to answer the rest of these questions before I head out. I was wondering what she meant by that. That's just as bad as T.I. waking his daughter up to give her juice. What the hell is going on here in my Kevin Hart voice? I never remember my mom hugging me, telling me she loved me, or just making me feel loved. Now I tell my kids 100 times a day, I love you, and I make sure they hear me. I ask about their feelings and all. And see, when you know better, you do better. You learn. You know, you really genuinely learn from the things that you go through. That's the same way for me too. Because of my experiences, I tread lightly and I do a lot of stuff differently. Remember, Drea said that he had his people move her to Florida. In the middle of the night when she was pregnant before his arrest back in 2002. So I'm not sure if the kids were in the house with him. Right. All roads in this situation lead back to RKELLY. You are correct. That's just I'm just saying. I don't want to assume, but it seems like he picked his victims based upon parental supervision. I kind of agree. I kind of disagree, because if you think about his process, all he did was he actually had scouts to go out. Okay, we got to remember his pattern, you guys. He had pre-written notes and letters. He didn't know. He wasn't doing it. He had other people doing it. And I think it was like an audition for those that actually called. He filtered them out. He saw how far he could go with them. You know what I'm saying? It was like a sink and hook and sink. I can't remember the name, but bait and kind of situation. You know, and then once he got them around and he kind of seen if they were easily manipulated, then he just, went in for the kill, if that makes sense. That's my perspective. I'll allege it. I got ISS in middle school. Mom never told my dad, which is why I'm here to text today. I definitely know about trusting one parent over the other. I'm just saying. I got a 16-year-old who was seeing a therapist because she does not really talk to me, but she is well behaved and everything, and I still reach out and talk to her, and I tell her, but sometimes it's hard being a parent sometimes, because kids are fluent influenced by a lot of influence. They are. Amber, I will watch the documentary tonight. Thank you guys. That's Miss Whitney. Thanks, Miss Whitney, for speaking out. Absolutely. To God be the glory. Been meant to watch, but trauma. I understand. It's heavy, but it's well worth it, you guys. And if you can't watch it, share it for other people to watch it. Okay. All right. This looks like the last question. Can I ask you a question? Do you feel as though you are outspoken because of the years you kept quiet? Oh, that's a beautiful question. Absolutely. Absolutely, I am. And that's actually why for a while I got in trouble at home, because and you'll see in the documentary, and I actually got um, expert point of view. It wasn't just people talking. Yeah, you guys put your questions in the chat. I'm about to wrap it up. You'll see that some people become introverts or they become extroverts. I became extrovert. I was very promiscuous. I was loud, which I'm already loud, but I just became to where it's like, you're not going to stop my voice. That's why I hate bullies. Um, it's I don't entertain them because, like, the truth outlives the lie. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like some people refuse to want to give an opportunity for a person to change or to hold a person accountable. You know what I'm saying? Me, on the other hand, if I get offended, if you hurt me, I'll give you opportunities to right your wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's a true exemption of God's grace. Most people want to critique me and question me about that. However, it's contradictive, and it's hypocrisy to kind of be judgmental to another person, but not allow them the opportunity to right their wrongs. That's what God was all about. You know what I'm saying? So my thing in regards to R. Kelly, that's the reason why I guess I'm just on his throat, because he shows no remorse. He shows no sympathy. He doesn't care. He doesn't seem to do any of that. And I remember sharing with you guys with Harvey Weinstein, at least. And if you guys remember, tell me in the chat how I think he was on TMZ. They were interviewing him and they were saying something to him, and they were just like, asking him about everything. He said, you know what? I'm sick. I need help. He didn't admit to anything, but he did say that he needed help and he's going to get it. You know what I'm saying? He showed some kind of way of showing that, I got caught, I got busted. It is what it is. I'm sick. I need help. And so I'm not like, yes, it's just like, all right, yeah, let's move forward. If R. Kelly did that, I still wouldn't tread lightly, because you got to be held accountable for your behavior, for your actions. And this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is for me. I'm just, that's why I'm outspoken, and you're not going to mute me. I don't care if you like it or not. I just want to say thank you, Whitney, and and that we love you, boo. I love you too. I love y'all too, like, seriously. I asked because I admire your honesty. I was quiet as a child, but now I do not bite my tongue. I just feel like I failed when it came to standing up for myself. I felt like a doormat. Now I don't. Well, I will tell you this. I didn't come out. I didn't tell my story until I was 14 years old. And my sexual abuse happened from the age of, I want to say 5 up until I was 14. So I didn't tell either, what was going on with me. I am now, you know what I'm saying? I am now. I did the documentary. I'm speaking out here on my platform. You know what I'm saying? So don't keep blaming yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in your shoes that we were not. And that's why I say I wasn't strong to talk out. It wasn't until I was just like, enough is enough, nigga. Now I'm getting too old for this, enough is enough, So I admire your courage now, because can't nobody put a time step on when you're supposed to tell your story and how you're supposed to tell your story. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to you. Nikki D, hey pretty lady. She says, thank you, Whitney. We need to speak out. I believe I'll be sure to check the link. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll watch it tonight as well. Thank you for sharing of yourself. Absolutely. To God be the glory. Y'all got to understand these tests that we go through are nothing but testimony. And in the mess, there's a message. Okay? Like, know that, you know. So as hard as all this that I might be going through, greater is he that is in me. That's my favorite scripture, man, because he done brought me a long way. A long way, you know, and I'm not gonna appease to everybody, and that's not what I'm here to do. Nene said, girl, I hate bullies too. Shit, I just fought one today. See, the thing with me, I would ignore a person real quick. Like, I will ignore a person real quick. Like, if I don't know you, you don't do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? Or to me. Like, I shared this analysis with you guys a while back before that. It's just like when you driving and somebody flick you off, it don't matter because you don't know them. But when like a family member cuss you out or do something, it affects you. But child, I don't care about nobodies. Okay? Like, I don't care. If anything, what makes me what made me here recently be emotional and stuff is because of personal stuff, the real stuff that affects me. Not like I say the stuff that I can click off with an ex. Like, you're an ex to me. You know, you're an ex to me. I don't care. You know, you're an ex to me. You know, I don't that stuff don't faze me. Like, I mean, real stuff that I go through does. Not ghost people. Because if you ain't got the balls to face your problems, but you Facebook them, in other words, you don't have the cojones to confront the person or the issue that you have, but you want to blah 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 about them. That's not courage to me. Courage is looking your issue in the face and saying, you know what we gonna do from here? So that's where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I did my documentary, because no more. I'm not fixing to feel ashamed. I'm not finna be worrying about what nobody thinks. And like I said, this person was a family member. You think I give a damn about what my family members say, and you think I'm gonna care about people that I don't know? Child. I love you too, Amber. Good night, G. Thank you, Keely. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate you. I'm too old to fight. Laugh my ass off, girl. Now I'm just saying, right? I don't know. I'm still young, so what's up? Now I'm just. Woo. Right. He who angers you controls you. That right there says it all. And if y'all notice, my content lies on what it lies on. It ain't about no drama. It ain't about the next YouTuber. It ain't about the next person. I don't talk about nobody personally. I don't go after nobody because at the end of the day, I don't care about you. I don't care. I don't have anger like that for somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that much anger in me to go off on my platforms about anybody. I don't. Now, I allow people to have their feelings. I absolutely do. I shared a story a while back with you guys. I had an issue with a, I don't want to say a YouTuber. It was a supporter. And she had an issue with me. And she made it very aware. She made me very aware of it, right? And so I got with somebody who knew her, right? Because again, I don't know these people on YouTube. I don't. And he connected us. And she was upset, boy. I just sat back and I let her have her moment. I did. And I allowed her to have her feelings, because my thing is this: I don't take people's feelings away from them. The Bible even says that it's okay to be angry, but sin not. See, people got to understand, it's what you do with your anger, your frustration, your disappointment, your dislike. It's what you do with that. Okay? And so, me specifically, I can't speak for nobody else. But what I specifically choose to do is I go directly to that person. I don't choose to go back and forth and do all that spitboxing and stuff like that. I don't do all of that. If I have a concern with you, I try to address you, to give you an opportunity to right your wrong. And so this young lady, this woman, I'm not going to say young lady, this woman, she let me have it. And I let her have that because she's entitled to her feelings. See, me as the adult that I am and the secured person that I am, I know how to control me. I can't control another person. So I allowed her to get her feelings and her anger out, because she was rightfully so to have her feelings. Those are her feelings. But after all that was said and done, she allowed me to have the floor. We talked about it. I apologized for my wrongdoing, because I can do that. Yeah, I'm an adult. But if I don't know what I did, I can't do nothing about that, right? So we patched things up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. When you're an adult, when you're grown, and you know how to articulate yourself, and you know how to go to a person and be like, hey, I don't like that you said this. Or, hey, what did you mean by this? Or, hey, you offended me when you said this. I had a lot of people. I actually had one girl. I think it's Nez. She was like all in my comments. She was like going off on me because she got a snippet of a clip, right? But then she came back and she was like, oh, my bad. I listened to the whole thing. And really, if a lot of people do that and stop picking and choosing little clips of my stuff to dissect and listen to the whole context of it, and then if you still perceive what you heard in that little clip as so, then that's when you get direct with me and you say, okay, I still need further context because something not right here. Or what did you mean by this? Or why did you do this? You know what I'm saying? But see, people don't want to talk no more. They don't want to talk no more. And so I just refuse to give anybody that energy that does not put money in my pockets. I can't. So I love that quote. I love this quote. Nene says, I can ignore people good as well, but she threw the first punch. So she got what she asked for, and I don't like fighting, let alone resorting to fighting. Me neither. I rather talk first. I'm a talker, as y'all can see. I rather talk first, but I'm going to give you what you asked for. I mean, I don't spitbox. I don't do this back and forth YouTube. I'm the type of person like, hey, let's meet up. Let's go and scrap this out, because clearly you're that upset. Oh no, honey. I don't even associate with people like that. I can't. My space and time is precious. Exactly. Mine too, child. Baby. I take my frustrations out on my husband, if you catch the drift. Yeah. No cap, but they have this man on Sylvia channel. I pray. What? Not for nothing, you guys. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I don't see any more questions, concerns, or comments in regards to it. So let me go ahead and just wrap it up, okay? Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Thank you guys for keeping it cute. I don't think we have to give any boots around here. So I ask that you guys continue to like all of my videos if you want to get them around the ether, around the internet. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I appreciate you guys so very much. If you like to take it up a level, go ahead and join the channel by clicking the link down below that says join. Okay, I have a few different tiers that you can choose from to support the channel on a month-to-month basis, okay? Now, I love your super chats. However, 30% goes to YouTube. Rightfully so, right? This is their platform, okay? However, if and only if you want me to get 100% of my proceeds and profits, send it over to my Cash App. Make sure you indicate if it's a love offering or you would like to contribute to the transcripts that I will be purchasing, okay? Also, tell me what you guys think down below in the comments, okay? I will sometimes respond to you guys. I don't entertain a lot, but I will respond, or I just will delete you. But that's neither here nor there. If you guys have any further questions, concerns in our comments, or just want to send me a love email, you can do so at reviewswithwhitneyd@gmail.com. That is also where you can send me anything pertaining to the trial, any links, any pictures, or anything to that nature, okay? Now, if you are embarking on a business venture and you need help with your business with either a logo or a website, or you need to get started on your YouTube journey and you need intro, outro, I'm your girl. Hit me up at WhitneyDavisPlanning.com, or you can send me a quick email with the services that you would like to use at WhitneyDavisPlanning@gmail.com, okay? Well, it's been real. Not for nothing, you guys. I love y'all so very much, but most of all, Christ love you guys. Stay encouraged and know that the best is still yet to come for you guys. I will be back with you guys on tomorrow with some more of these R. Kelly versus the United States trial transcript reading. I love you guys. Bye.
Today I saw a ladybug, and it's so crazy because Whitney used to always call me Ladybug, and we used to have thousands of ladybugs in Virginia. Come summertime, we used to open up all the windows and thousands of ladybugs would just come into the house. They would fly into the house and it would just be the most beautiful thing ever. And I saw a ladybug today and it made me think of Whitney. That's so crazy. It really made me think of Whitney.